What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I have a co-host, but we're having technical issues a little bit. So he went to go try to find grabbing another microphone. You can hear his stuff a little bit. Let me mute that. But thanks for joining us, everyone who's joining from everything Facebook, my Facebook page, my Facebook group, Twitch. I just added Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, I do have a co-host, but we've been trying to set this thing up, and our audios were not vibing together. So he went and ran out and tried to find a microphone. So we'll see if we can get him in this thing. You know what I mean? Green Bay Packers versus the New Orleans Saints. Sunday night football. Like, how can you not be jacked up for this? Like, this game, this is the game. This is a huge game to prove to everybody, that the Packers are for real. Because everyone wants to talk about, well, you only beat the Vikings. You only beat the Lions. But today they play the New Orleans Saints. And, dude, I'm very, very optimistic about this. Let me know. I'm scrolling through the comments here. I can see every single comment from every platform, puts it all one spot. So let me know what you're thinking, and I'll get to some comments. Yeah, this is a tough thing right here. No Devontae Adams, but dude, I got faith. I got faith, baby. I got faith in MVS. I got faith in Lazard. My co-host is here. Let's see. Is he ready? Is he ready? All right. How do I add him in here now? Oh, are you in? Let's see if he's in.
Hold on here. Now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. Let's bring him in here. It's a little echoey. I don't know if everyone else hears the echo.
Is it still echoey right now?
No, it's fine. Let's just roll with it, baby.
All right, let's roll it. Let me know if you can't hear me either, because I'm using this little microphone right here. So
yeah, no, I think it'll be good. So everyone, welcome my buddy Justin Spaulding. Big Packer fan. I went to a Packer game with him. Good dude. We're gonna do this pregame show. It didn't start off. It started off a little sketchy because we got audio issues. We got some stuff going on. But so what do you think about this game?
I'm excited about it. Other than the injuries. Obviously, Kenny Clark getting hurt halfway through that Viking game. Those first two series last week against the Lions, you could tell that he was gone, and I was like, dang, you can really tell that he's not playing. And then obviously,
yeah, for sure.
Right, but that I think is still a concern anytime you're playing Drew Brees, Kamara, and the Saints. Michael Thomas, I don't think is playing either. You just said Devontae is going to be out for sure.
According to what I'm seeing, I don't know, for sure. I think it's a game time decision. So I think it's more than likely that he's going to be out.
Yep, and that's what I saw. I saw doubtful. So if you go through the injuries, what do we got? I think I had it up here.
Yeah, Kenny Clark was questionable. So I think a lot of these we're not going to know. We're not going to know until they go on the field, because they don't want everyone knowing,
Yep.
But
then who do the Saints have? The Saints have anyone else out other than Michael Thomas?
I'm not really sure their injury situation. That's the only one that I was really, really concerned with. Michael Thomas is is huge. That's I don't root for injuries or anything, but with Devontae being out, with Michael Thomas being out, I think that evens it up a little bit.
Well, and here's another talking point. I brought this up on week 1. How lucky are we right now with the coronavirus and not having stadiums full to play at Minnesota, not have to deal with a crowd? And now usually the Superdome is rocking on a night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So the Superdome is always.
We got lucky with those two.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. They're domes, they're loud. And I'm sure that the players aren't all that upset that they didn't have. I think that a few of them mentioned it.
And they're not just any dome, but they're probably two of the toughest domes when you're looking at just domes to play in, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially
on a night game.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because the Saints and a night game, that place would have been rocking. That place would have been just severely yeah. Dude, I have faith, and I think this defense, I got some stuff over here. I got some banners. I got some stuff I was going to pop up here. Hey, but before we go any further real quick, I got to talk about something real quick. Yacho.com. So, Justin, you just got married, right?
I did.
Yeah, so congratulations. So like a lot of anniversaries, birthdays are gonna come up. You might forget. I forgot. Maybe you're better than me, but I forgot. And if you go to yacho.com, you can set reminders for her birthday, for anniversaries, for all the holidays, and they not only will remind you, but they will help you choose the perfect gift. You put in like her hobbies or interests and all these things, and it links you right to Amazon, right to Etsy, wherever, and you can find the perfect gift. And you will not be sleeping outside.
I mean, you can do like 30 days too, right? 60 days, 22 days.
Yeah, you can do
just to cover yourself,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll send reminders like beforehand. I think that you might be able to set it up even. But yeah, it's a great thing, so you don't forget, and it helps you buy the perfect gift. Because I'm not good at buying gifts. I always screw it up. But everyone, check out yacho.com. Sign up. It'd be awesome if you did. All right, let's move on. Yacho.com.
I'll be checking it out.
All right. So I got some banners here. Co-host Justin Spaulding, like I said, check him out on Instagram, Twitter, all the places. But let's talk about this Saints game. All right. So keys to the Packers beating the Saints. Like, what are the main things the Packers have to do to get a win tonight?
I mean, I like to keep the ball out of Drew Brees' hands. I know Michael Thomas is out, but I mean, with the run game, I know you guys were talking about that a little bit last night, and Crabtree brought up how he had people asking him, why would we even draft Dylan? But, you can never have too many horses in the backfield, and if we can really just keep the ball out of Brees' hands and kind of keep possession and pound the rock like we have been, I mean, you got to think that there's no way that we can't win if we do that. Because Aaron Rodgers is going to get his, right? I mean, so.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people saying, like NFL Network, I think I was watching this morning, and they were talking about how Drew Brees struggles throwing deep down the field this season. So they're going to try for those quick passes, and I know this defensive line wants to get some sacks. So what they have to do, they have to the secondary has to be key. That they can't let these quick slants, they can't let these quick plays come up, and then they got these jukey plays with Taysom Hill. Like, they got to be on their game. And I have faith in this secondary. The secondary is key. Like, we've got some cover sacks this season already. Dude, I think it's going to be a big day for this Packers defense.
Well, I caught a little bit of the Saints game last week, and yeah, I mean, Drew Brees, he wasn't really, keeping his. He was feeling the pressure. It looked like, and so I feel like if the Smith brothers and Rashawn get in there and disturb him a little bit, and then if the big guys in the middle can take away those passing lanes, get their hands up a little bit, might see some delay. Hey, I'm going to say this right now, Matt. Deflected pass. I'm not sure who. Yeah. I don't know who, but one of the guys is going to deflect the pass. We're going to get a pick off of a deflected pass tonight.
All right,
one
of
those
like
quick ones too.
Yeah, it'll be key. Like if like I say, like if Kenny Clark is going to be in, that's going to be like huge for the Packers. But yeah, like Rashawn Gary, dude. Rashawn Gary's been playing great this season. I think
they're hyphenating his name.
They're what?
They're going to hyphenate his name.
Yeah, Adam. I heard. Yeah, Zadarius said that. He goes, we need to change his last name.
Add a Gary Smith to the end of that.
Yeah, so we need to get that, dude. But before we get like too deep, because we got some guests coming up here. Let's talk about how sad are the Vikings right now. 0-3, baby. All that talking smack all off season just to be 0-3. I don't want to go too far on the Vikings because I've been going hard on them, but like we have to bring it up. 0-3, Minnesota Vikings. What do you think?
Who do they have next?
I don't even know.
I don't
either. Their season's over.
It's probably going to be another L. So
yeah, they're done. I mean, put a fork in the Minnesota Vikings, and then you got the Bears bench Trubisky today,
and he's done. He's got to be done the way Foles came back.
Oh yeah.
Why do people underestimate him all the time?
Yeah, Foles, I think, like they're 3-0. I'm not really impressed with them. Like the Bears do not scare me, but they are 3-0. So you got to give them props for being 3-0. But
I love to hate on the Bears and the Vikings, but if Foles can come in and do what he's done in other spots when the Eagles that year, coming in the playoffs, and which someone wins a Super Bowl for you, it's just crazy to me that they just say bye-bye, and then he goes. And I think he was injured last year. I think was the deal, but. I think that who knows that could make the Bears if Foles steps up that could be a good thing for the Bears.
Yeah.
Much as I hate to say it.
Yeah, I hate the Bears, but everyone talks about like it's the worst 3-0 team ever. Like the same thing people said about the Packers last season. They're like, oh, the worst 13-3 team ever. But it doesn't matter. They're 3-0. So if they start clicking with Nick Foles, like who knows? But I say they're a horrible team. I don't care. Yep. They don't scare me. But let's see what they can do going forward because they could potentially be problems later in the season.
Trubisky, that might have been his last start in a Bears uniform right there.
Oh yeah, I think that was
his face on the sideline too. He left his one teammate hanging. I think one of his wide receivers or something came by on that first drive. Nick Foles was going down the field and tried to give him a pound. And Trubisky wasn't having it. He was just like, he's like, oh man.
So do you have a score prediction? What do you think is how is this game gonna go down tonight?
All right. So this is the thing. I was, being that there's no crowd. Let me bring this up. I want to see. I don't know where can we see comments and stuff. I don't know if we can see.
Oh yeah.
Does anyone listening know, or Matt, do you know when was the last time that the Packers won in the Superdome?
Yeah, that I do not know. Let's see if anyone knows. But this is an interesting comment right here. What were you saying?
And what's the comment? What was it? Oh, you just what I was going to finish?
This was something else. But Kyle says because we were talking. I forgot what we were talking about. But just the fact that Seattle, as far as the NFC goes, like Seattle, I think is the biggest problem. Yeah. Like the Bears, I think we were talking about the Bears, like they're going to be a problem. But so Kyle said 1995, 1997.
So here's the thing: they beat the Saints in '95 in the Superdome, but that was the last time they beat the Saints in the Super Bowl. Kyle Conrad, but Super Bowl 31 in the Superdome. That's the last time the Packers have won in. There we go. Mitch Berger got.
There we go. I didn't know.
Yeah. So now the 1 year the Packers had that horrible year. I think I was on your podcast and me and you went through the schedule. And I think we thought they were going to go 14-2, and I think they won. They won 6 games, so it's easier for me to always say the Packers are going to win, and that's so if Corona wasn't going on and the place would be bumping tonight, I would say the Packers are going to lose. But with the place not bumping and with Michael Thomas out, I get Devontae might be out too. I think that we're going to be able to pound the ball enough. Aaron's still going to be able to get his, and I still got the Packers. I got the Packers by 14.
Yeah, I think it's going to be I don't know. I've been thinking about this all week long. It all depends on the defense. Are they going to slow Drew Brees down? Are they going to slow this offense down? But the Packers been winning in different ways. It's not just throwing. It's not just running. They're mixing up. They're pitching the balls to wide receivers. They're doing all types of stuff. So I think LaFleur has his game plan in place. He's got they're all buying into it. They're all know what they're supposed to be doing. Year one, I think that he put a little bit in at a time, but now year two, they got one step further, and this offense can do so many things to hurt you.
It looked more natural last week than all of last year, because last year they would still kind of get out. We haven't seen them be out of rhythm yet, really.
They haven't. But I mean, first quarter, sometimes they have started slow, but when they started clicking, and that's key too, to start out. I would love to see them start out quick and just ball out the whole game.
Same. And I'm still that's the one thing that I am calling is there's going to be a shorter route, and someone's going to get their hand on the ball, get in the passing lane. We're going to pick one off.
Yeah, and how good has Aaron Jones been? Coming out of halftime last week. Just balls. I missed half that play because I wasn't even ready.
I didn't see him until he was 20 yards downfield either. How fast was he on that? Those guys
he had been running he's running 25 miles an hour. I don't know how fast he's running.
And I think, and I have a little bit of a football background. I think that they were playing a cover 2, and the way the safeties came down, they just didn't have the angle on it. He split them, and he's gone.
Yeah,
they weren't really catching him. No shot. And then he jogged for the last 25 yards.
Let's see what this says. My prediction is 34-27 Packers, tied until 2-minute warning, second half. That could be a real thing. I think it's I don't even know. I've made a few predictions this week and they're all different because it's just off a whim. But I think it could be a really, really close game and Crosby has to finish it off. or I think it could they could run away with it like they did the last 2 weeks. Like if this defense can stop Drew Brees, stop the run, and I think this offense is so powerful that we can gain a lead. And once you gain that lead, now you can't. There's no, it limits their playbook a little bit.
For sure. How many points per game are we allowing? What did we allow in the first game? What's our defense? I can't remember in the first game. Probably should have looked it up coming into this.
Yeah, it was.
Lying on you.
I think it might have been like 34.
Yeah.
But a lot of those are garbage. Like people don't realize, like a lot of it, like when you're up like 2 or 3 touchdowns or whatever it is, then you have that lead. You're playing a softer defense. You're trying to anything over the top.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. I hear they gotta let these guys go. They can't. I feel like don't play soft. If we get a lead, don't play soft. Let them get after Brees. The way that he's played, he's struggled when he's been under pressure. He doesn't seem as comfortable. We got it the whole game, I think, just bring it. And if we get up by 14 or 21, 28, just keep bringing it and let our guys come off the edge and get after him because he's not been comfortable all year, and we don't want him to get comfortable.
Yeah, he said 34, then 21, so we're averaging around 27 a game. See, the way the offense, and I think that 34 is a number that's just, I think it wouldn't have been that high. Excuse me. If we didn't have that lead, I think they're playing soft. So, dude, I'm okay with that. I think this offense will score points. So, if I'm good with it.
Well, and tonight will tell a lot too, because if we score 40 again tonight, I mean that's 3 straight games to start the 40 plus points. I don't know how many teams have done that, but I would think that would definitely give us a shot here. And that's really early to say this, but I think 2011 is our team record of points. I think we went 15-1 that year. They had 500 and something. The Packers did, but I mean we'd already be at 120 points. 120.
Yeah, I think this comment is right on. This game is about Jones versus Kamara. Both are incredible. Like, dude. That's what it is. Like if any defense stops a run or contains it just a little bit, I think that's a big part of this game.
And I agree with Brett's comment, but I think we have more depth though. So if Jones were to get injured, knock on, we don't ever want to see that happen. I think we still have a better shot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got there. So just Kamara, I think is much more key. I mean Jones is huge for us, right? But Kamara for the Saints, I think is he's probably more important to them than Aaron Jones is to us. Because I really think we have depth there. I really do.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of depth. We have.
It's not a guy. I'm not saying he's a guy. I'm not saying he's a guy that you want to lose, but.
Oh yeah, so we got a guest joining us here. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
First time having a guest and 3 people. Let's see how we doing. What is good, my man?
What's up, Matt? How you doing, bud?
I'm good.
Hey, this is my first time going live with you, bud. I'm just want to say, first thing, I'm a big fan of you, man. Football content and non-football content. You bring good shit to social media, and I appreciate it. I just wanted you to know that.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to set this up so that, anyways, we'll go. Oh, right here. There we go. All right. I'm new to this. I'm trying to get this thing set up. So, I appreciate everything that you just said. I appreciate you following along and all those things, and for joining us, because I want to get different perspective from different people. So going into this game, what do you think?
I think that, I mean, you guys I've been watching this whole time. You guys covered most of the big points, but what I'm looking for in this game, to be honest with you, the biggest matchup, in my opinion, is going to be their wide receivers versus our cornerbacks. I think that this is one of the more examples of us having a pretty significant advantage when it comes to this significant position. Michael Thomas is out. They got Emmanuel Sanders, who's had 4 catches all year long. Traquan Smith, who had, I think, 80 yards against the Saints, but did nothing against the Buccaneers. Both of those players, that's their wide receiver 1 and 2. King and Alexander, I think, can lock them down most of the game, if not all the game, one-on-one, which I think is going to allow Green Bay to apply more assets to Cook, who Green Bay has had trouble covering tight ends for years. That's not going to change.
Yeah.
And then hopefully bringing down someone like Darnell Savage or even Adrian Amos to help out with Kamara, because he's going to be catching passes. So I think that cornerback and wide receiver battle is key for Green Bay, and I'm going into it confident. I really like our wide receivers, our cornerbacks against our wide receivers.
Oh yeah, I do. I actually have a banner for this. Like I'm all fancy now. I can't find it. But MVS, like look at it. Okay, there's a big day for MVS and Lazard. Like this is their opportunity. MVS, Lazard, among other guys, but MVS and Lazard, Devontae Adams probably is not going to play. I don't even know. It's probably official by now, but I'm not seeing it. But like, dude, this is their chance. MVS, I saw someone comment on it just a little bit ago about MVS having a long touchdown. I think he needs to redeem himself, and I think he wants to redeem himself. He had a few drops, but he had a big touchdown. Like, MVS is a big-time player. He just has to make those plays, and he will. And I also think tight ends, Bobby Tonyan last week.
Big Bob Tonyan, yes, sir.
Dude, I love me some Robert Tonyan. And Sternberger, too. I know everyone gives Sternberger a hard time. He's young. He's going to pop. You just got to give him the opportunities and keep going to him, which I think they will. But Lazard, everyone loves Lazard.
With MVS too, last week he impressed me from the standpoint of he got whacked on that one play, and like 2 plays later he came back and got whacked again. I think he was out of bounds, but he still caught the ball, and I'm like, it takes some guts to go do that, and I liked seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about him. You know, one thing that we haven't really talked about, we talked about Drew Brees a little bit, but Aaron Rodgers versus Drew Brees, this could be the last time they play against each other.
Oh yeah, I think that's a big thing because it's always like Aaron Rodgers versus Brady, Aaron Rodgers versus Drew Brees, or any top quarterback that goes against each other. But like, dude, we're witnessing greatness because Drew Brees one of the greats, Aaron Rodgers one of the greats. In my opinion, the great, but I'm biased.
Well, obviously we got Brees, you know, NFL all-time leading in pass yards, touchdowns. He ranks 3rd in passer rating. And then you got Rodgers. I mean, he's 12th in passing yards, 7th in TDs.
Yes.
And what's crazy, God, it's just so crazy when you see the interception stats on Rodgers.
So Joe, I don't mean to cut you off here.
No, it's fine.
Joe Nubbs is saying Adams and Clark are out. Like, is that official? Are people seeing that? Because like obviously,
no, yeah, the Packers official Twitter tweeted it out probably about 20 minutes ago. Like right as you were going live, they put it out that Clark, the big 3 names are Clark, Adams, and DeGuara. All 3 of those are out. But we got Billy Turner, Elton Jenkins, and Darnell Savage. So for the first time all year, we'll have our preferred starting 5 offensive linemen, which is huge to say because we haven't had a preferred starting 5 O-line all year long, and they've allowed 1 sack, and even that 1 sack was just a free rusher. It wasn't like a breakdown of an offensive lineman blocking. So I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have time to throw most of the night. They got Cameron Jordan. He's a great pass rusher, so they're going to get pressures tonight, I feel like. But they're going to have Aaron Rodgers is going to have his time, and time is what our wide receivers need, MVS and Lazard, and we'll see if Malik Turner can do anything or Shepard's on the field. I think they'll put Swerve and Irvin everywhere on the field. I think Rodgers is going to have time to find open wide receivers, and that's going to be big too.
I'm excited for DeGuara to come back because week 1, I was hoping he was going to play tonight. I knew he was on the injury report because week 1 he was targeted way more than I thought. I mean, I don't know how many targets he actually had, but it was at least 2, 3, 4 targets, and he was playing a good amount. I was like, I didn't expect him to play as much as, week 1. And and the routes they had him running, I remember they had him matched up with Kendricks, I think, or something like that. And I mean, he had him beat by a step, and it's exciting, and to have a threat like that again is so I was wishing he was going to play tonight.
Yeah, he was. A lot of people were talking about him early on, even like experts. I was watching whatever ESPN or whatever it was. I think after week 1, and they're just saying I did this dude's legit. Like he's the one rookie I think a lot of people didn't think about too big, and dude just balling out. So he's got a lot ahead of him. Hopefully he comes back soon. But like Mike said, this is a huge test for us. Like this is a huge test for the Packers. And I think that they'll pass it.
not only is it a big test, but it's for the team as a whole. But this MVS is going to be thrust into MVS or Lazard. I'm a little higher on MVS. For me, it's like 1A, 1B, MVS and Lazard. I'm a little bit higher on Lazard. I love them both, but I'm a little bit higher on MVS. But this is throughout his career, MVS is going to be thrust into or just asked to be wide receiver 1 throughout his career, especially if he becomes a legit wide receiver 2. He's going to be pulling coverages towards him his whole career. He's going to be able to win when he's the vocal point of the offense, and that's going to happen. Oh wow, the Lions beat the Cardinals. No way. That just came through right my Twitter feed right now.
Oh really?
Anyways, the Lions pull out a win. But tonight is that night, right? He's going up against. They're a good secondary, but they're not elite. MVS should be able to get his. Marcus Lattimore is good. He was elite for a year or two maybe, but he's not what he once was, I don't think. And Aaron Rodgers have time. So these are the games where prime time Sunday Night Football, big stage, Rodgers, Breeze, come out and show what you're worth, kid. And I think Lazard and MVS can do it. Excuse me.
And there's a shot that has playoff implications. I mean, there really is.
Especially when you're. Yep.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, especially this year when there's only going to be one bye team, and the Niners they won today, but they're questionable with all the people they've lost. You got to imagine this can be Packers, Saints, and Niners battling for that number one seed, which is the only bye team now going forward. Is the number one seed. So this game could be huge for that.
Oh yeah, it definitely has huge implications down the field or down the season because it definitely is. But yeah. So I asked him. You weren't in here yet, but what are the keys to beating the Saints? Like for you, what are like outside the box? Because like obviously the main ones, but like what is something that stands out that has to happen for the Packers to get this W?
I think that we need to do everything the Raiders did last week, but I think that it was three main things, and we can do all of them better than what the Saints did last week. The Saints ran the ball extremely well last week against the Saints. Not only do we have a better offensive line, we have a better running back. I like our head coach play calling or play calls way more, especially when it comes to jet sweep and jet motions. John Gruden isn't really about that. Run the ball efficiently, which I think we're a better run team. Pressure the quarterback. The Raiders, who don't have a good pass rush, bothered Drew Brees last week all night long. And it was painfully obvious to the point where he threw that interception 5-10 yards, earlier than or below his wide receiver, and it went right to the defense.
And the guy's 40 whatever years old. He doesn't want to get hit anymore.
And then rely on good quarterback play. Derek Carr last week played extremely well. And I think that no one can argue that Aaron Rodgers playing like a top 3 quarterback in the NFL this year. Those three things, especially the quarterback, and like you said, it's simple, right? Those aren't all things that no one has said before. They're pretty obvious, but it was just on full display last week that the Raiders did those three things well. The one thing the Raiders have that we don't have is a star tight end. Darren Waller is a top 5 tight end, I think, in the NFL. Green Bay doesn't have that, but I think that they have the play calling to get their wide receivers and even running backs open in the flats and 5-10 yards down the line of scrimmage where tight ends usually excel. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going into this game more confident than I think I ever would have imagined a month ago.
Oh yeah, because like I watched the Saints game last week. When I was watching it, because I thought the Saints were gonna win. Like it was like not a question. I had Alex Stroff on my show, and we were talking about it, and we both booked it. Like, all right, Saints are gonna win today, and then blah blah blah. We were talking about whatever. Like it was no question that the Saints had a W. Like they didn't even have to play the game. They won. And then I watched the game. I'm like, whoa. I was like, Packers can win this. Not that I didn't think that they could win before, but I was a little nervous. Like, all right, this is gonna be a huge test, huge game. Not that I think it's a easy win either, but I was like, all right, these guys are beatable. Like, you have good quarterback play. Stop their run a little bit. And I think we have what it takes. Like you said about the tight end, we don't have the big flashy tight end that everyone knows about, but I think we got some stars like that haven't been born yet. And
exactly.
Give them their shot. And then see what they can do. Like this is their time to shine.
And then you look at it from a record standpoint too, and your chances of making the playoffs going once you start 3-0. I mean, it's close to a lock. I mean, if you start 3-0, it's basically saying you're going to go to the playoffs. If you look at history, and then the opposite side for the Saints, being 1-1, and their odds of going to the playoffs being at 1-2, they drastically drop. So it's a big game. I think it's a big game. It's a big game for being only week 3. And I guess that's why it's on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, it is. Hey, I like this comment. Make sure you subscribe to Matt Ramage Podcast. You should definitely do that. Ramblin' Matt Ramage, iTunes, Spotify, all over the place. Go check it out. But had to do that real quick. No, but like, yeah, I think that this game is really, really, it's important. But like people were saying like during the week that it's a must-win game. Like it's not a must-win game. It's a I really hope we win game, especially with the Bears. If the Packers lose, then the Bears are in first place. But if the Packers win, will they finally get respect? Because a lot of people aren't giving Packers the respect that I think that they deserve.
I think that it's going to be everyone's going to hate on the Packers. We've always got that. But I think the only way we come out of this game with the respect that we think we deserve is if our defense plays well. I think it's going to be obvious all year long that our offense is going to put up points, especially with the play calls. I think that if we can limit Drew Brees, my score prediction is 33-20. And that's
33-20.
When I got him by 14, I didn't make an actual prediction. I've got him by 14, so we're close.
Yeah, and right around, and if we win 33-20, I think that'll get us that respect. But get after Drew Brees. I mean, there'll always be excuses. You know, Drew Brees doesn't look the same. Michael Thomas didn't play. There'll always be excuses. But
you know, we aren't playing with the guys that were, you know, Adams and Clark.
Exactly. I almost I don't ever prefer Adams to be out, but if there ever were a time for him to be out, it would be against a team that is supposed to be, you know, the same talent as us or the same threat as us in the same conference, and them missing their wide receiver 1-2. So when we win, there's no excuse.
Yeah, and I was reading something that they were saying he could have came back in last week, or he wanted to come back in, and if it was an important enough game, it sounded like they could have put him back in. So hopefully it's just a precautionary thing this week and get him healthy and go forward.
I think it's possible that we don't see Adams back until after the bye week. We got this week, and then next week the Falcons, and I mean their defense is trash. We've seen them put up 30 and 40 points all year long, and then we got the bye week. So we get by the next 2 weeks without Adams. It's gonna have 3 weeks off for Adams to come back, and I think that's gonna be big.
All right, yeah, no, I'm trying to maneuver all to see what the best layout. I'm new to this software, so anyways. No, but hey, I really appreciate you taking the time to come talk Packers with us, man. I'll definitely have you come on again, and thanks for the insight. I got someone else coming up.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem, man. All right, that was good. All right, I'm new to this thing.
I like him. You're doing a good job, dude. You're doing a good job shifting these screens around and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing. No, but I like a lot of what he said. I don't know how much more you can say about this game. It's it's a big game, but it's not a must win, which I think they will win. But I think that there's a lot of season, but there are a lot of tough stuff coming up, a lot of tough games coming up. I think that this is crucial to for the playoffs and for everything coming up, because with this schedule is not friendly.
Right. So to get as many as we can early on here as we keep going, and inevitably there's going to be more injuries too, you know, and hopefully we don't have a bug that we've had in previous years that has been super detrimental, but you never know what's going to happen as you keep going, you know, down the road too. So to just keep racking these up, I would love to just see them come out super hot right away tonight.
See, my thing is
not ever look back.
Yeah, and just come out swinging, not let a little lead come up and then come up and smack them later. I want first quarter right out the gate, punch them in the mouth, yeah, and then just throttle them. Yep. I mean, even if it's not throttling, if you don't have to win by 30, but take control of the game, don't let them take it back. Excuse me, and just keep her moving.
Yep, I couldn't agree more on that.
I think the defense, I was saying this all week, Zadarius Smith made an Instagram post. He circled this game. I think they're going to be ready to play. I think this defense really is. I posted on Instagram yesterday between Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, and Rashawn Gary. They're due for a breakout game. They're doing their thing. Rashawn Gary's playing great, but they're due for a punch you in the mouth type game where they're going to get 3-4 sacks. They're going to and the thing with that pressure also brings is
2 or 3 interceptions.
Yeah, interceptions. Drew Brees, like you said earlier, he doesn't want to get hit. He's a little bit older. I ain't trying to get hit. I know Drew Brees is tougher than me, but I'm just saying, there's going to be a few where he's just all right, I'm going to get rid of this thing. And Alexander is a hawk. If the ball comes near him, he's going to go get that thing.
Yeah, but once again, it was so evident last week, him not wanting to set his feet when there was people around him, even if they weren't as close. I mean, usually he's a guy that'll stick in there and take a hit. He did not. I mean, last week, and I don't know, maybe it might be in his head, or it might be an age thing, or he's just trying to stay healthy, or I don't know, but it didn't look like the normal Drew Brees from what I saw, and it wasn't the whole game, but what I saw.
Oh yeah, I watched the Saints game, but I was drinking, and it's not real clear to me. But I remember thinking like this team is beatable. Like, but the Raiders played great. Like you can't just say like the Saints didn't play good or this and that. You can say all that, but the Raiders had a good game plan. The Raiders came to play and they did it. And the Packers, I think, could learn from that game plan. And but like I said, like LaFleur, I think is like the most like underrated coach. Like I think he's undefeated.
His play calling is just been, with that, with Irvin and with those misdirection and with having so many weapons. I mean, he's done such a great job at that so far this year, and I think that's why we've got 40, 43, 45 points a game right now is because of that misdirection and so many weapons. And it's like it's not just a one-man show. Yeah, Devontae had a ton of receptions week 1 and all that stuff, but still they were spreading the ball around, and with all that misdirection, with all that speed, they have to respect it, and that makes a big difference. I think he's done. It's been awesome to watch. It's been a lot of fun to watch the offense in the play it's had so far this year.
Like Joe Nubbs says here, hey, I appreciate you tuning in and watching, Joe. I see you commenting over here. All gas, no effing brakes. I'm sorry, I'm coughing over here, but dude, I really love LaFleur. I don't think LaFleur gets enough attention. I was gonna say like he's undefeated. I think in the division, he's never lost a division game since he's been
Right.
It's his second year.
Yeah.
He's broke a lot of records last year, like so many wins consecutive from a new coach. He's young. He's starting to get his team under his control. He's starting to get his team to know his vision. It's a slow process because you can't just throw it all at once. But like around the league, I don't feel like LaFleur is getting the respect he deserves. And people are always talking about how Aaron Rodgers and LaFleur would be, but obviously they're good. The whole team is good. They're all buying into his system. They all love him. They all seem to love him. And dude, I think that this win tonight could really like put him over if people are like, all right, he's legit.
I would agree. Yeah, and the Cowboys, I think right now are beating that's why I keep looking over here. They're up 31-30. So that could be a loss for the Seahawks, which they're 2-0 right now.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't have it on my TV because I didn't want to like be distracted and but we got another guest. You ready for
Let's bring him on.
He might be a little tipsy. All right. I was talking to him. You doing the drinking. This is Mikey V. What is up, my man? How you doing?
What's going on, man? I don't know if I'm doing this right. It's my first time.
Yeah.
He sounds like a real call-in from the actual AM radio.
Yeah. So we got to call in. But on video. So how you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
I'm all right.
We're good. Ready to go.
Good. I don't know. Can you guys hear me good? Everything's all right?
Yeah, it's good. So how are you pre-gaming? You drinking? What are you doing?
Drinking.
Yeah. I know earlier we were talking and he said he's at the grocery store and he's like, but I've been doing a little drinking. So I'm glad to have you on. So what do you think about this game? Like, how's this going to roll out? Like Packers coming away with a W or what?
I mean, they better, but I'm hoping, all right, come out fast, destroy Drew Brees in the beginning. I'm hoping they get at him. Like you were saying earlier, I heard you, I logged in earlier talking about Zadarius Smith getting a quick start. I hope Rashawn Gary, Zadarius Smith, I hope they get at him quick. That's what I'm hoping.
I definitely think that they will. So, like, who is like the one guy like that would like not Rashawn Gary, not Preston, not these top guys who could have a big impact, like could jump up and just do something that nobody's expecting.
I know you keep saying not big guys, but I mean, I think Zahir's going to have a huge game today. I mean, he's having 2 games, but I think he's going to keep going. I think today's going to be him.
Who?
Zahir.
Zahir Alexander.
Oh, okay. I couldn't. It was muffled and I couldn't hear it.
I think that he's dude, he's just a straight baller. Like if the ball comes near him, like he's taking it. He's gonna take it home. And but yeah, I think that secondary is way underrated. I don't think that they get the love that they should.
Get any respect. The Packers still don't get respect. I think after this week, I think the Packers get the respect.
If they win today, they're definitely going to get that respect because dude, I've been watching ESPN, NFL Network. I don't know how much you guys watch that stuff. I try not to. I don't watch FS1. I don't.
Yeah.
If I walk in the house and my kids are watching FS1, I slap them. Don't put that on my TV. I pay this bill. But I don't. It's crap. All they do is trash the Packers. But
Yep.
but even ESPN, NFL Network, I feel like people ain't giving the Packers respect. Like, oh, they only beat the Vikings, they beat the Lions, this and that. But like, dude, you can only beat who's on your schedule, and they beat them convincingly. So when you play a crap team, you're expected to throttle them a little bit, give them a little spanking, and they did.
I mean,
Kevin King is due too, I think, here.
Oh yeah, I think for sure.
We still get smacked. We still get shit talked. I don't understand it.
Yeah. So like, who so with Aaron Jones? Let me ask you this real quick. I think we covered like everything that we can talk about this game. So let me ask you this real quick. Next season, will the Packers have Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams? Like what's this running back group going to look like, you think, next season? Is Aaron Jones going to get signed, get paid?
I mean, I hope. I mean, I really hope Jamal. I mean, Jamal Adams. I mean, Jamal Williams. Sorry, I've been drinking. Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones. Obviously, he better get paid. I hope so. Where else? I mean, that'd be fucking shitty if we don't get paid.
Yeah, I know that
appointments and being a Packer fan if he doesn't get paid. Absolutely.
I think what separates him is he's not just the pound guy and can run it. He can out of the air. He's so versatile. Yeah. I think they're going to pay him. I think they're going to pay him too. And I think they drafted Dylan. So is Williams up for a contract as well?
Yeah, they're both free agents this year.
Yeah. So I don't know if they'll get both or whatever. But I think part of the reason they got Dylan is because they knew that what are the odds that they're going to actually get both of those guys back after this year. They might not be able to get both those guys back, but then we'll have Dylan and
I personally think walk, and I think we get Dylan. That's what I think.
You think what?
I think Williams is going to be out. We get Dylan, and Dylan's going to be a stud. But
yeah, and I think it just depends on the market rate of what they're going to have to pay Aaron Jones too. I mean, nothing surprises me anymore in this. I mean, it's just crazy. But I would sitting here right now today, I would like to agree from the standpoint of if he was not as versatile as far as catching the ball, but that one catch he had last week, I mean, it's just down the sideline or whatever. We jumped up two hands and high pointed it. I mean, that's the differentiator with him, and I think that's why he's going to get paid.
Yeah.
By the Packers.
Yeah, and Miller said, I can't read all that name, but don't forget that Jones is a great receiver also. Yeah, and dude, Aaron Jones, like you could put him in slot, but I think the same thing about Jamal Williams. I've been saying this all off season. Jamal Williams has been practicing. I love me some Jamal Williams, and I understand like it's a business, and the chances of them paying Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams is not high, but I would love to see him if they can. But there's a whole thing because David Bakhtiari's got money coming. Like a lot of these guys got money coming, so they got to spread it around. And okay, touchdown Seattle.
Yeah, touchdown Seattle. Yeah, 36-31. I think it was okay. Caught one in the end zone. Minute 47 left.
Minute 47 left. So Seattle's up with a minute and 47 left. All right. No, I should have turned the TV. I don't want to do it now because
30 yard touchdown pass.
All right.
I'm sitting outside. My wife is passed out sleeping. I don't want to do this inside.
But Jamal Williams, I don't think Williams gets as much of an opportunity to showcase that skill because obviously last year he had that crazy catch in Kansas City. That was him, I think, that caught that, right?
He had some.
I mean, and he does, but I feel like he has less opportunity to showcase those skills. But yeah.
So do you know? Someone's asking this question. What are the contract situation on receiver that has to factor in running back money? I'm not sure anyone's like Devontae's paid up, right? Like he's not up for I don't know.
No, he's not up. He's not up for contract.
I know not now, but like, is it anytime soon? Like, I don't know.
Well, I think going into last year or going into the year before, he signed a big 4 or 5 year deal. So
yeah, he's good for a minute. I don't know about MVS, Lazard, all those guys, but I think a lot of those guys won't be like a big thing. Like they can keep him, they can secure him for pretty cheap.
Yeah. I don't think like the one that could be a question is MVS. I don't know when his.
I'm not sure.
His is up.
Everyone know what's going on? St. Brown.
What's that?
St. Brown, EQ, Equanimous.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he was put on IR. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a big injury, but I think he can come back in like 3 weeks or probably 2 weeks now because he's been on. But
so MVS is an unrestricted free agent after 2021.
All right, so yeah. So I think the wide receiver situation isn't going to impact a lot of the running back pay like this year. I think more of the offensive line is because David Bakhtiari, he's going to get some money. But let's see what else we got here.
So here,
yeah, Funches would have been big now. Yeah, that's true as hell right now. Funches would have been a really nice ad right now.
He doesn't
going down. Free agents, I don't see any for the wide receiver. I know I'm still stuck on this. Sorry. Oh, Alan Lazard, actually, he is.
But I feel like Alan Lazard is gonna I don't think that some of these wide receivers because they're playing with Rodgers. Like they're not gonna go somewhere. The Packers will pay him. It's not gonna be like out of this world money, and they're gonna want to.
Lazard is restricted. He's a restricted free agent, so not unrestricted.
But yeah. So you gave us a score prediction, Mike. So who's going to be your MVP of this game? Who's going to be the big star and just showcase? Everyone's been talking about all week.
I want to see MVS. MVS make a huge game tonight. I want to see him not drop any balls. Couple touchdowns, over 100 yards. There we go.
There we go. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. I think that MVS is gonna have a game. I think that people are gonna be talking about it like, dude, like he had the drop, but he had that huge catch. So I think that he has everything. I was talking to Crabtree last night. He has everything. He has the size, he's the speed, he has all these things. He's just got to consistently catch the ball. He knows that. Like he doesn't. Sure as hell don't need to hear it from me. But he's gonna. Dude, I have faith in this dude.
I got the need.
We need to get you on a jugs machine, Matt.
I can't catch.
Jersey, so for him. My buddy had him at his bar, Blue 42 in New Jersey. He came in, signed a autograph, hung out. I mean, I've been rooting for MVS for a minute. I hope he does good. I mean, I'm rooting for the kid.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Absolutely, Matt. Huge fan of yours. Friggin', it's been awesome. Absolutely, always following you. I appreciate what you do. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, don't go wake up your wife in the house now, dude.
She might fucking kill me.
Yeah, you might have to sleep outside tonight. All right, talk to you later, man. All right, so that was good. Mike had a few in him. I respect that. I got a few in me too. But no, he's good people. Follow him on Instagram. But so what's going on with this Cowboys game? People are saying, "Oh no, that's the wrong comment." Oh, is that Mike McCarthy? This is a joke I always get because my eyes are crossed, dude. Mike McCarthy's eyes are way better than mine. I don't even get the comparison, but I do enjoy the joke because you compare me to one of the great. So what's the score? What's going on over there? And then we'll cut this off soon. This game's gonna start soon.
We got 38-31 Seahawks. Minute 22 left. We got a 2nd and 3 for the Cowboys coming up.
All right.
7 yards. They're driving. They just picked up a first down prior to that too. So they're moving the ball again here a little bit. Looks like Jamal Adams might be a little bit injured or something. He's on the sidelines right now. So
all right.
That's where we're sitting there.
But everyone, I appreciate you tuning in to the live show. All right, we're gonna do a lot of these. I'm gonna get better at them. Things are gonna get better. But check out my dude Justin Spaulding on Instagram, Twitter. He's a real estate guy. He's killing it. He teaches people how to make money and like do what he's doing. So check him out on YouTube. All these things. I'm gonna have you on the podcast soon, and we can explain it more, like all the stuff you do. Because I think that, dude, I love following you.
And it's the real stuff. It's not the gimmicky stuff.
Oh yeah.
You see the good and the bad in my feeds.
Yeah, but everyone check him out. Justin Spaulding, Twitter, all that. His username is just his name, and follow me too. Why not? And check out my website, mattramageshow.com. If you ever miss one of the shows, I put them all up there. I'm gonna have a list that basically like a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. But go Pack, go! Big win tonight. This is gonna be the big test for the Packers. 3-0, baby. Let's go. Hey, I appreciate every single person that follows me and tunes in. Without all you people, this would not be wouldn't be no fun. I'd just be talking to myself. Go Paco, let's get it.